guys, so today I'm going to tell you about my VidCon experience. I filmed some clips because I was vlogging, but I really failed. I always forget to take out my camera, so I didn't film very much. And when I did film, it wasn't like me introducing anything, it was just random clips. So I figured I would sit down, talk through everything that happened, and then when I have clips, just insert them and insert pictures and things like that. First, I want to introduce you to my new kitten because he hasn't been introduced on my channel yet. So this is Thorn. He's tiny. He's not even 2 pounds yet. We got him because my sister's friend's cat kittens or something like that. He just needed a home and we couldn't resist this little face. And he loves to give kisses. And I'm not sure what kind he is. I know that his mom was Siamese. I don't know what else. But he looks a lot like Cinder when she was a baby. So cute. Say hello. Say hello. Yeah. He loves to cuddle. And yeah, if you want to see more of him and his 2 sisters have an Instagram and it's called The Lunar Kitties because he's Thorn, and then there's Cress and Cinder. So yeah, they're the Lunar Kitties, and there's tons of cat pictures and cats with book pictures, and I'll link it down below if you'd like to go follow them. Okay, so now into my VidCon story. This is my second time going to VidCon. I went in 2015, then 2016 I didn't go, and now went again in 2017. Last time I did community, this time I did creator, and I preferred the creator pass to the community pass, but they're both great options. And yeah, let's just start with day 1, which is the day before VidCon actually starts, Wednesday. Me and Brianna went to the airport really early in the morning. Hey guys, so today it is June 21st and it is 5:50 a.m. and we are on the way to the hotel. We stayed up in DC last night because the airport's too far away from us to come here in the morning, and we are on our way to California for VidCon. We went to our gate and then I want to go to the bathroom right before, and I saw Nabella Noor standing outside the bathroom, and at first I didn't know if it was her. Then I was like, no, it's definitely her. And she's one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I wanted to meet her in my VidCon tag, but I absolutely adore her. I Snapchatted Brianna when I was on the way to the bathroom. I was like, Nabella Noor is by the bathroom. And then when I got to leave also, I saw that Nathan Zed was sitting right next to us, and I don't watch him, so I wasn't positive that was him, but I was like, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, Snapchat her, I said, I think Nathan Zed is sitting right next to you. I come back, Brianna's like, Zed's not here, out loud, so he totally knew we were talking about him, and that was so funny. But it definitely was him because he was wearing his own merch, and when I went to his Twitter I saw his merch, so it was definitely him. And then when we were getting on the flight, we talked to Nabella and we told her that we loved her videos, and she was so excited, and she Instagram storied about us and tweeted about us, and yeah, she was just so sweet. She was there with her husband Seth, and I just love them so much. And so then we got to LAX, we took a shuttle to our hotel, and then we met Peyton there, and that was like the most exciting thing of all, because if you don't know, Peyton's my best friend. And then we went back to Peyton's house to get ready, and we went and got in and out, and it was wonderful. And yeah, we got ready for the BooksTeALozzi cosplay event, and we went as, I was Tinkerbell, Brianna was Wendy, and Peyton was Peter Pan, and we just looked really cute together. And we went to the BooksTeALozzi event, and it was really fun. It was at Barnes & Noble, and they kind of did it upstairs, so it was really hot and cramped, which that wasn't fun, but it was a really fun event. And then we just took a lift home, and we were really delirious from being tired, and just, you know, it was the first time we ever met each other, so we had a lot to talk about, and we were pretty crazy in the car, and pretty sure the Lyft driver thought we were insane, but I think we entertained him because he was laughing. I love it. That is so cute. Aww. Feel it. Should I guess it like? Yeah. I only knew because I had felt that when we got it.
My mixtape.
It's fire.
I can read about my boyfriend. And then go watch his movie. The love of my life.
Can you please say it's Wednesday, my dudes?
That's 50.
Oh.
Die. This is a thing?
I found it online.
I'm gonna shit a brick right now. Oh my god, can we talk about everything we good is fighting? Those are cute. I love it. Love roses?
Yeah.
I guess she said it before I opened. Love roses? Thank you. What a man. Hey girl.
He's so gorgeous and so cute. Yeah.
Why are you talking like that?
Then that brings us to day 2, and then on day 2, you know, we just got ready and then we went down to the convention center to go look at the expo hall because, you know, they always have so much cool stuff there, and so we wanted to see everything that they had and all the booths, and we were walking around there.
I dare you to go get slimed right now.
No. Maybe at night. At night, maybe.
I've just got loads of different friends based all over the world, but if you're talking about like the British squad, then it's like the British YouTubers basically. Like there's not that many.
But aren't there cliques of British YouTubers?
Yeah, I think there's
or
cliques.
all of you hang out with all the time?
No, there's cliques. It's like
What?
I can't hear. Can you guys hear this? Okay?
Can you hear us?
Okay, we're getting nods all around.
We want to make sure we hear you.
Okay.
After we looked around for a while, we were really hungry, so we went to leave Vidcon to go just walk around and find something to eat. So we're like walking, and then I was like, I'm just gonna check my Snapchat, and I saw Cody Co upload a Snapchat, and I love him, so obviously I watched his Snapchat. It was him with the Vidcon geotag, and he said like, why am I here? And I was like, hold up. Cody is here. We ain't eating now. And so we turned around and we went to go look around to find him, and that's like one person that we all want to meet. But he said that he wasn't coming, so I figured I would not be able to meet him. So we walked around the convention center, outside, inside, just everywhere for like an hour looking for him, and every time we saw a person with short blonde hair, we're like, oh, there's Cody, there's Cody. And then we're walking out like into like the lobby part, about to go outside, and then I see Cody Co, and I'm just like, oh, it's Cody. Like I said it so calmly. We went over to go meet him, but he was with like a team of people doing interviews, and none of us wanted to do the interview because we just are shy and we felt awkward, and so we just stood there and waited for like an hour until we could get pictures.
Oh my god, they found more of them. Oh my god.
And we met these 2 really cool girls, and we were just talking to them about Cody and everything, and they were awesome. And then this huge mob of people just like comes towards us, and I guess it was a now we're being mobbed, I don't know, but it pushed us towards Cody. So Brianna kind of fell towards him, and he was like, who is that? She was like, I don't know, some Unower. Can I get a selfie? And so she took the opportunity to get the picture with him because we were really worried that we were going to miss the Morning Vine panel, which was the one thing that we wanted to do today, but there was no way we were leaving without meeting Cody. And so then when I saw she got a picture, I was like, oh, Cody, can I get a picture too? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I got a picture, but then Peyton went up and asked for one, and he was like, oh, I have to finish the interview. So we had to wait there a little bit longer. And then like a little bit later, he turned to Peyton, looked directly at her, and was like, oh, do you want to take that picture now? And some girl comes out of nowhere, she was like, yeah, sure, and like walks up to him, and he was just like, looked at me, and he was like, oh. It was so funny, like his reaction, he was like, oh no. And so she had to wait a little bit longer, but me and Brianna went up to the Morning Vine panel just because we figured, no, it's gonna be really packed. And so we wanted to make sure we got a seat, so we went up there to save seats, and she stayed, and I guess after that they kind of cut off the line for the interviews, and he took pictures with Peyton and then the 2 girls that we met, and then took a group picture with everyone else. So Peyton came up to us, and then we watched the Morning Vine panel, and it was so funny. I love Vine so much, so I wanted to go to that panel anyway. And then also David Dobrik was on it, which obviously I wanted to go to it, and it was David Dobrik, Gabby Hanna from The Gabby Show, Menon Matthews, Thomas Sanders, and then some other guy, I don't know his name, but he does videos with his grandma, and his granny was there, and she was so adorable. Basically, it was just like talking about video making after Vine. It was really interesting, and it was a creator only panel. Also, Alex Ernst and Big Nick were sitting like a little bit behind us, which was really cool. And then Jason Nash was there with him as well, and he came out as Carmelita.
David's right there, and Jason's jumping on top of him.
Carmelita, come towards the stage.
So then after that, we were like, we want to meet Alex. So we kind of like, right before the panel ended, we were like starting to go outside, and he already had people kind of coming up to him. So he was going outside as well. Those security told us we had to go outside. And there were so many people, but we were like really close to him. I have some pictures. Peyton almost got to meet him because Peyton loves him so much. So I definitely wanted Peyton to meet him. But he just kind of seemed like he really wanted to leave, so we let him go instead of bothering him. Big Nick was there as well, and Brianna got a picture with Big Nick. There's this guy who did the Vine where he's wearing a Spider-Man suit and goggles, and he says, "It is Wednesday, my dudes," and then he screams, and it's the funniest Vine ever. And we kept seeing him everywhere, and then after that panel, he was out and like taking videos with people. Like there was this huge line of people, and people would come up and they would videotape him with them, like a selfie, and he would say, "It is Wednesday, my dudes," like over and over again. And from doing that so much, I think it was like hurting his throat, and so he was like doing it, and they would be like and I had to do it again, and it was literally hilarious. We were like crying, we were laughing so hard.
He's gotta rest his throat, hold on.
We laughed so hard that day that my head hurt so bad. Peyton had a migraine. It was just, it was a time.
I think I got too much trouble with Elijah. I just breathed in Elijah's scent, and I'm high. I'm high. Are you recording? Are you just gonna spit that back at the cup? Spit take. What are you doing? I think you almost made a joke. What are you doing?
And we just like walked around a little bit more, I think, and then we decided to leave to go get some food. So we went to like this little cafe place, and we're walking, and Brianna's like, "Is that Elijah Daniel?" And I was like, "It is." And so we walked up and they got some pictures with him, and yeah, that's it for day 1. And so then on day number 3, we got ready again, went down to look at the convention center, look around, see what was going on. Then we went back to the hotel for a little bit and filmed some collabs. And while we were there, Peyton saw that Dami D put on Snapchat that he was going to be at the full screen booth. So we went straight to the full screen booth and we watched some of the little panel thing that he was doing.
Donald Trump and I seem to be at a hilarious corporation of some sort.
Woody whips around, his expression changing from panic to seething anger. He charges at Buzz. You! Just then, the Woody and Buzz are bathed in the headlight beams of a behemoth tanker truck pulling into the station. Buzz drives off to the side while Woody collapses right where he stands on the pavement. The truck roars over him.
According to my iPhone, shut up! Just shut up, you uncooked noodle!
And then we kind of like got in a line afterwards to meet him, and then it just went into this huge mob, and it was not fun. I got stuck in it, and then I finally got my way out, and I was freaking out, and then Peyton got stuck in there. Yeah, it just was not fun. Then we just went to go get some food and calm down, and then we went up to see a panel that had Melanor on it because we loved her and we said we would go to her panel. So we went up to watch that. It was another creator only panel, and a few other people were on it. I'm not sure who they were. I know that Markiplier was on it, and it was basically about representation on YouTube, and it was a really interesting panel. It was also heartbreaking. And then during that panel we kept hearing like chants, and me and Peyton thought they were saying like Scotty or Toddy. It sounded like something just over and over again, but I guess they were saying low gang. It was for Logan Paul. But we kept hearing the chants. We're like, what is going on? And they like the security like closed the doors because it was so loud. And then we found out that it was Logan Paul and people were going through the fountain to get to him and everything. It was crazy. I'm glad that I was upstairs in a room for that and not down there in that because I would have died. We went down to like the end of the convention center to like where people get picked up and dropped off. And we ran into those two girls again and we were just like telling them about our day and hearing what happened to them. And then Peyton, just like in the middle of a conversation, she goes, Lauren. And I turned around and Dami D is there, and it was so funny because we didn't get to meet him beforehand because just everything got so crazy and there was like no one there to meet him, so we just walked over and met him. And then around that time too, we saw Matt King through the doors, like where the meet and greet hall was, where we were hanging out. And so I was like, okay, if Matt King is there, Zayn is probably with him, and we wanted to meet Zayn and Heath so badly, so we were just standing there waiting. We started hanging out with these two Australian girls who also love Heath and they wanted to meet him. And then we saw Elton come down and we met him, and then it was so funny. After we met him, he was like going to get picked up and there was a girl standing there with the David's Vlog shirt on, and it has Elton on it, but she like didn't recognize him, and he came over and pointed himself out on her shirt, and then she was like, oh, can I get a selfie? It was just so funny. And we also saw Team 10 go through there. We saw Bethany Moda, which was super random. We saw that the Vlog Squad was back at their hotel. And so clearly they didn't exit from that way. They were going out of somewhere else. So we figured if they came back, they wouldn't be coming back through that way. So we just decided to go back to the hotel and try again tomorrow. That is the end of day 3. So then on day 4, it was the last day of VidCon. We got up early and we went down to the BooksTube panel. It was super fun. Everyone on the panel was so great and they had great answers. And yeah, and there were so many people there. It was awesome to see that many people there for a BooksTube event.
One day, one fateful day, I was like, I wonder if anyone's ever reviewed this book. And so I just went into YouTube, I typed in, this is the sad part of the story, I don't remember what the book was. I want to tell the complete story, but I don't remember what it was. But I looked up this book and there was like 4 videos about it. And I mean, this was a time when there was like 20 people doing it. So that was a lot of videos. And I was like, this is phenomenal. And so I just started making videos that exact week. I didn't lag at all. I was like, I'm just gonna do it now.
I started BooksTube because my mom and I always loved reading together, and then when she passed away, I decided I want to dedicate all my time and my energy and my love for books into a YouTube channel for her. So I've really been doing it for her this whole entire time, so it's kind of like a tribute to you, Mom. It's been 10,000 years, and what was our other thing here? Oh, I started because in college, I had no one to talk about books with, and it gets real lonely when you're like reading all these books and you can't talk about them with anyone.
Hi, I'm Marines. My name is Marines, and my story is a little bit different because I started booktubing 2 years ago at the ripe age of 28. So I didn't get in on the ground floor there. So, but I started booktubing because I actually started on the internet with a personal blog. And through that personal blog, I met some people and started an entertainment blog, Snark Squad.
And then we kind of just hung out with Lindsay and Maggie and Olivia for the day. I'll link their channels down below so you can go check them out. We went down to the Instagram booth to take some pictures. We had like a little photo shoot outside.
I'm finally vlogging. Okay, this is getting really weird.
That's cute. I'm not that cute.
So cute. It's like.
And then we all went back to the hotel to hang out. They were staying at the same hotel as us. Me and Brianna and Peyton went back to the convention center to look around since it was the last day. And then we met up with Taylor from Taylicious Reads. I'll link her down below as well. And we really wanted to meet Zayn and Heath again. We wanted to meet David, just people from the Vlog Squad. So we kind of went down to where we were yesterday to see if anything was going on. There was no one really there, and they said we couldn't sit on the steps anymore. So then we went to go to the opposite side because I thought that might have been where David was going from anyway, because there's less people over there. And we're walking, and like through the glass I see Dami D, and I'm like, oh Peyton, look, there's Dom. And she was like, Lauren, there's Heath. And I was like, no effing way. And I saw him, and I just can't even remember anything after this. I went to the doors and I went to open them and they were locked, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like knocking, like trying to say hi, and Dami saw me and he kept waving and he was like doing like that, and he was so funny. And then Taylor, thank God for her, got some guy to open the door for us, and we went through, and then they were going up the escalators and we were like, oh man, we can't go up there. Like we thought it was for industry only, and then we saw it was creator, so we're like, oh my god, we have creator pass. So we went up, we like sprinted up the thing and then walked slowly, we don't want to freak him out, and went and met Heath, and he was so sweet, and it was just amazing because I wanted to meet him so badly. He was just so freaking cute and I love him so much. Him and Dom left to like go back down the escalators, and we all just like collapsed on the floor because we were shook. And then we saw those two girls again, and we were just like telling them about meeting Heath because they love the Vlog Squad as well. And then we kind of hung out with them for a little bit later, and we went down to that end again where we were originally going to go to see if David was there, and we sat around there a while to see if we saw anyone. We saw some people, but we didn't really know who they were. That was the end. Me and Brianna went to go out to eat with my mom because she flew out that day. And yeah, that was it. Next day we went to Disney Day, and we did Disney for a few more days, and then I went down to see my family, and now I'm home. So much fun, and I hope that I can go again next year. I don't know, but I really, really, really hope that I can. Hope that you like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!